Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and to a what I eat today video. I have been really enjoying doing these videos. I feel like especially when the seasons click, like we are well into spring now, and I just, yeah, I get a new lust for life when the seasons change because I think about all the lovely things that I'm going to be eating, all the fruit and veg that's going to come into season, and I just get very inspired and excited. But anyway, I hope you guys are well. Today is just basically a working day for me. I'm just about to go downstairs and make my coffee and my breakfast, which I'm really ready for because I'm just quite hungry today for some reason. I am due on my cycle in the next few days, next 4 or 5 days, and I do feel like my appetite tends to alter during that time. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go down and make that for lunch. Not too sure, but what I am sure of is what we're having for dinner tonight. And I have been on a ramen binge recently. I have been really craving it, really loving it. Now granted, I've only really taken myself out once for ramen, but I've just been thinking about it loads. I've been wanting it loads, and it's not something I eat very often. So I'm going to do one tonight. I'm going to do it for the first time. I've never made a ramen before. It's going to be a very simple one, but I think it's going to be a great way to inject loads of veggies into your sort of diet for the day. And I think I'm going to be making like a chicken ramen with like shiitake mushrooms and bok choy, and I'm just very excited about it. It's going to be basic, but I guarantee it's going to be delicious, I hope. So yeah, I'm just going to get started. So outfit wise, nothing too special today. I'm wearing my Free People barrel jeans. These are a bit big for me, I'm not going to lie. Like, I wish I'd have gone for the size 6, just because there is a little bit of, you know, I could put a belt on, but they are a bit baggy. I don't mind too much though, because I feel like I'm a bit of a baggy person anyway. And I have this new t-shirt on that the kids got me for Mother's Day, and it's a peachy pink Billabong t-shirt, nice and baggy, nice and comfortable. And yeah, nothing too exciting. I have an Essie nail polish on for anyone who is interested. It's the one that I featured in my last vlog, the sparkly one. And it's just basically like it's kind of like a polish with just a glitter running through it, but the reason it looks quite sort of opaque is because this is about 3 coats. And yeah, Apple Watch as usual, nothing else to report apart from the fact I have had a new tattoo, which you'll see a vlog going up for very soon because I'll take you with me to show you about that. But yeah, I just love it because it's like really similar to my Kiki one, and I have Ponyo and Sosuke. If you know, you know. And I just love it. It's so delicate, it's so sweet. I know tattoos aren't for everybody, but it just brings me so much joy. Anyway, I'm going to go give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and let's go and have some brekkie. So quick breakfast for me means yogurt. So I'm just going to have my fire yogurt. I don't really know how you pronounce it. I always get confused. But anyway, I don't particularly measure this out, but feel free to, you know, measure it out and see what you think. I know this is free on WW for those of you that are pointing rather. I'm not, but you know, just in case you wanted to know, it is free. So I do like to give that a bit of a stir. And this is quite a deep bowl, guys, so that's actually a nice amount of yogurt for me. And I'm also going to have some fruit. So I'm going to wash off some blackberries and also some raspberries as well. And I'm also going to cut some nectarine. Now, I don't think these are particularly the ripest at the moment. However, I'm noticing as the seasons go on that they're getting darker, which is really nice. And I just love nectarines. Like, I really love them. I love peaches. I love plums. In fact, I have some plums. It's likely I'll have a snack on one of those later. Okay, berries are washed, and I'm just going to scatter them around, and I'm just going to put a tiny bit of honey on there as well. So this is the honey that I use, and I believe this is around 4 pints a serving, but that's like teaspoons, which doesn't really apply because I literally just have a dash. But feel free to weigh this out properly. For ease, I'm just going to have an instant coffee today. I'm not going to get my cafetiere. I'm not going to use my machine. Just a simple one, ideal for days when I just want to get a coffee quick. Lunchtime, sandwich time. So I'm going to have something very simple today. I have some turkey here, some roast turkey, and I'm just going to have a coleslaw turkey sandwich, which is very simple. I'm also going to have my love, a pack of Quavers. They're 3 points if you want to know. Now, I don't know how much all of these things point for, so I'm going to get my barcode scanner out just for those of you that are interested. As a disclaimer, I'm not pointing, but this is WW point system, because I did have someone ask me the other day, is it Slimming World or is it WW? It's WW. So this is the same bread that I used the other day in my What I Eat in a Day, and this is 5 points for 2 slices, which I think is more than reasonable. The coleslaw that I'm having is the M&S cheddar deli coleslaw, which I think this will be quite a high in point value, if I'm completely honest. Coleslaw does tend to be quite high, and it says it's 5 points a serving. I would just check what that equates to in grams and teaspoons and tablespoons, because that might be a lot of coleslaw, to be quite honest with you. When it comes to the roasted turkey breast slices, I imagine these will be incredibly low. They're 0 points, so there we go. So the only thing we really have to factor in is the crisps, the bread, and the coleslaw, which you guys could substitute for light mayo or something else, but I do love myself coleslaw, and I also love cheddar coleslaw when I can. I don't have it often. The only time I opt for the cheddar coleslaw is if the normal deli one is out of stock. So I'm just going to do maybe 2.5 slices. I feel like 3 I don't really need. Now I'm going to pop some coleslaw on, and I'm going to say that's probably about, I don't know, let's call it 20 grams. It's probably a little bit more, but I'm not going to get all precious about it, to be quite honest. And there we go. If I was a bit more talented, I could probably make much more aesthetically looking or aesthetically pleasing sandwiches, but honestly at this stage I just want to go and eat it. There we go, a nice turkey coleslaw sandwich. Outside of myself, I've just been on a 2-hour work meeting, so I finished work. It's just past 4 o'clock, and I'm finishing a little later actually, because I started before 8 today because I had some stuff to do. But anyway, I'm gonna get on with making dinner, but I am really peckish. Like, I just fancy something. So I made this pistachio Dubai chocolate bar for Andrew. Like, look at the size of it, it's huge. This is basically pistachio cream, chocolate, and pistachios on the top with that pasta or noodle shreddy thing that you put in it and all mixed in. It's delicious. I can't give you a point value. What I tell you is it will be ridiculously high, but I'm not going to let that stop me from having a little bit with a cup of tea now before I make a start on dinner. So I'm going to do that. But again, I used to always factor in a sweet treat snack every day, whether it was a little cake bar or a mince pie or a bit of a chocolate bar or some chocolate buttons. I always had sweet treats, and honestly I'm a big advocate for having a bit of chocolate every single day, or a bit of a sweet treat, a pastry, a cupcake. It makes me happy. I'm sure it makes many of us happy. Anyway, what doesn't make me happy is my appearance at the moment, so I'm gonna go have a brew, have a bit of a sweet treat, get that to pep me up, and then we'll focus on making dinner, which is a ramen. And I'm very excited about that. There are a lot of components to this, but honestly, I'm hoping it's going to be super simple. So I have some veg. This is just one of those mixed bag of vegetables that you would get for stir fries from the supermarket. You have like water chestnut, carrot, pepper, bean sprouts, but I have doubled up on bean sprouts because I do like quite a few of them. I have some pak choi, kale, spring onion, some shiitake mushrooms, but you could use oyster as well. I have some aromatics, garlic, ginger, chili, some stock. I have some specific ramen noodles, which I'm hoping that these will be delicious. They look it. And then I have some spices, sauces, and that kind of thing. So obviously salt and pepper. I have some chili crisp, sesame oil, soy sauce, and some honey as well. And for the meat, I'm using a skinless chicken breast. So apart from like olive oil, which this is the one that I use, and the chili crisp and the honey, everything here, maybe the stock and the noodles, well obviously the noodles, is free. So the only thing you really need to consider yourself with is oil. I never did, but just putting it out there. Your stock, if you wanted to do that, your honey and your sesame oil, and maybe some chili crunch. But honestly, you know, it's still a good meal for you. Anyway, I'm going to get started. The first thing I'm going to do is cut down my aromatics, and then I'm going to cook my vegetables, my chicken and then add my stock and just build it all up. But honestly, I am winging this, guys. So I've made better dinners. In the end, that ended up just like a stir fry with some mediocre broth. And yeah, I feel like when it comes to ramen, either get an authentic recipe and invest in the good ingredients and take time. It's not a quick thing, I don't think. It can be, and it was fine. It just wasn't what I was used to when I go out for ramen and stuff, where the broth is such a major part of it and just so delicious. I think what I've learned from this is just leave it to the experts. If you fancy ramen, go out and buy ramen. Unless you're really going to invest that time, which I could get better over time. Maybe I'll try it again in a few months and do it properly and get a proper recipe and really take the time to do it step by step, instead of finding the first one that was dead quick on like BBC Good Food or something that just isn't an authentic, you know, place to get proper good authentic ramen recipe. Anyway, it was fine, not my fave. And I was really underwhelmed. It looked visually very pleasing, it looked beautiful, lots of colour, lots of texture, and the flavours were fine. It just wasn't, like, I had ramen a few days ago when I went to House of Fu, and I think I was just like, oh my god, that is so good. And I had these expectations, and sadly I just didn't make the mark. But anyway, it's all a learning, that's all fine. I am gonna end the night with my nightly orange, just because I feel like having something sweet, and I haven't had an orange in a few days, so I'm gonna have an orange and I'm gonna call it a day here. But thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give it a like and subscribe and leave a comment. Let me know how you all are, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.